Yo, what's good? It's your boy Peak, and we're back in this bit for part 2 of what if Tanjiro was like Zoro. Now, you guys absolutely enjoyed this series, so I'll be continuing it. I mean, the rate of what if Naruto was a baller will be coming down. I have a lot of stuff to do now since I've gone back to school and all, so I won't have as much free time, and I'm recording this on a Saturday, so yeah. And right now it's like 11 o'clock, but please like and subscribe. Love you guys. 87 safe.
Yeah.
So last time I left you guys off on a cliffhanger where Tanjiro's brother stopped in front of the sword that Gyu was wielding, which was about to slice his head. Now Gyu would barely be able to stop his sword, and there would be like a small cut on Tanjiro's brother's neck. As Nezuko seeing blood, she would be mouth-watering, as Gyu would knock her out, as he wouldn't be getting anywhere because these two boys were just getting in his way of killing the demon. Now Tanjiro, as I said before, was knocked out, and Gyu stayed until Tanjiro woke up, which was like half an hour. Now Tanjiro's brother would talk to Gyu, asking why he was trying to kill their sister, as Gyu would have to explain. Now Tanjiro would wake up in absolute shock, and he would put his guard up again and see Gyu. Gyu would tell him to calm down, as he would see Tanjiro would see his brother behind Gyu. Now Gyu would tell Tanjiro what was going on, how demons do exist. As Tanjiro would say, "Is that why I met that man who turned my sister into a demon?" As Gyu would be in absolute shock, as his face would scrunch up. "What do you mean? You sliced him?" "Well, he bit into my sister's neck, but I don't think he was able to finish the full procedure, and because I came just in time, well, not really just in time, but I came in time to save her, and I sliced off his hand." Now Gyu would be very impressed, as Gyu would tell Tanjiro and his brother and Nezuko, of course, to go to Master Udakon, as Gyu says he will teach him how to fight demons. Now Tanjiro would agree, as Nezuko would be passed out, so she would be in a small form. Now Tanjiro would give, Tanjiro would find a basket on the side of the road, which he would put Nezuko in, to protect her from the sun, as he was told by Gyu that the sun will kill a demon. Now we go to Tanjiro, who was arriving to Master Udakon's place at night, as a demon would come out of nowhere and go ahead to attack Tanjiro. Now, Tanjiro, smelling this demon, would dodge out the way and slice its hand. As the demon would be, shocked. As I'm pretty sure they do feel pain. Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, my hand!" As Tanjiro, seeing as the demon was in agony, would slice his head. The sword would get stuck in the demon's bone. Now the demon would, jump away with the sword in its neck, as he would be very wary of Tanjiro. But he was very hungry, so he was about to go for Tanjiro's brother. Now, as soon as he went, Tanjiro was, didn't know what to do. Like, he couldn't get there that fast, as he would think of something. Maybe I could sorry guys. Maybe I could use the wind to help me. Now Tanjiro would say an attack. Nintoru Onigiri. Yeah, I've been practicing that one. So Tanjiro would use the one sword style Onigiri. And since it has wind pressure, I'm pretty sure it has wind pressure, it would go and completely slice the demon's head off. Now Utakon, who was sitting at a tree, would watch this happen, and Tanjiro's brother would run up to him and would be impressed. Like, he would be like, "Whoa, where did you learn that, bro?" And of course Tanjiro would be like, I don't know, I felt like it was a wind pressure type thing. I'm not sure, I just tried to use it. I thought of the wind helping me, and I just did a heavy attack, and I guess the wind bended to the will of my sword. As Tanjiro Utakon would step down, and Tanjiro, hearing the cough, smelling someone nearby, would be completely on guard. As Utakon would appear in front of Tanjiro, and this would, surprise Tanjiro so much he would swing his sword, but Utakon would evade, as Tanjiro would place his guard up and ask, "Who are you?" As Utakon would say, "I am Master Utakon." Now Tanjiro would be like, "You are Master Utakon?" As Utakon would say yes, and Tanjiro would tell Utakon about who sent him and why he was sent. As Utakon would say, "Oh, Giyu sent you here. You must be very talented, young man." Now Tanjiro would be flattered, as Utakon would say, "Why have you brought these two other people along with you?" As Tanjiro would say, "One's my brother and one's my sister. Our family was killed. Our sister's a demon." As Utakon would freeze up and go on guard. As Tanjiro would say, "Please, she's harmless. If she wanted to eat us, she could have killed us by now." As Utakon would, consider this, and Nezuko would obviously have that same problem, where I think she would be recovering or something, I'm not sure. I think Nezuko was having like a psychological, mental, thing going on with her, and regaining some of her mental state, which was probably why she was able to maintain eating humans. So I think that was what she was doing while Tanjiro was training. So I think it took a few months for that. Now we go to Tanjiro's brother. He would exclaim, "Please sir, can you train me too?" As Utakun would say, "Yes, you'll be doing the same training as your brother." Now, Tanjiro's brother would do the same training as Tanjiro. As on the first day they were sent onto the mountains, as they would have to dodge traps, weapons, and fight demons on the way down. As Tanjiro would have no problem with this obstacle, seeing as he had more training like this at home. But Tanjiro's brother would have Tanjiro's brother would have trouble as well. But I'll give Tanjiro's brother an advantage. So his advantage would be fast hands, I guess. So Zenitsu has fast feet, Tanjiro has smell. I think Inosuke has weird joints. I forgot the other people, but yeah. As Tanjiro's brother would have fast hands, so he can move his hands fast, and he would use it to evade weapons, like slap weapons or something. So that would be his advantage, and yeah. Now, I would say Tanjiro would get down the mountain in an amount of 2 days, as Udakon would be impressed. As Tanjiro would have to do a harder training, which was the sword training. Now, even though Tanjiro was already training every day, he would go around the back, and he would have made his own personal gym out of rocks, trees, and he would use it every day, and Tanjiro's brother would join him. As I forgot how many months Tanjiro stayed at Udakon's place, so I'm gonna say 5 months. So they were training for 5 months. I'm not sure how long it was, but yeah. And Tanjiro's brother is as strong as Tanjiro was when he went to meet Udakon. I mean, after his training. So before he went into the entrance exam for Demon Slayers. So he's that strong and a bit stronger, seeing as I think I elongated the time, and Tanjiro would have the same strength as around Zoro from, not the Buggy arc, let's go with Baroque Works arc. Yeah. So Zoro would be, Tanjiro would be as strong as Zoro during the Baroque Works arc. So it's probably the Alabaster arc. Yeah, the Alabaster arc. So Tanjiro would be that strong, and Zoro in Alabaster arc is pretty strong, seeing as he, was fighting one of those top swordsmen, and he found out he could cut through metal and stuff. So Tanjiro would be buff, and I must say Tanjiro's birthday was during his 5 months, so he would be 15. Because I think last time I said Tanjiro was 14, so Tanjiro would be 15, and his brother would be 13. Yeah, his brother would be 13, as Nezuko would have been 14 this year. I'm gonna do it like that. So there's a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 13-year-old. Now, Udakon would, ask them if they're ready, if they think they're ready to join the entrance exam for Demon Slayers. Tanjiro would say yes he is, and his brother would say he is too. As Tanjiro would have developed his own type of style, as he would call it steam breathing. Ooh, wait, I'm not sure about that one. Because you know how he could manipulate air to some degree. Zoro can manipulate air to some degree, but he also learned water breathing. So yeah, it's just water breathing that he learned. As they go to the entrance exam for trainees, for Demon Slayer trainees in the Wisteria Forest. So they head up there, and the exam starts. Now Tanjiro would just dip, and his brother would follow behind him. As they would, be killing demons left, right. They would be working together. As Tanjiro and his brother would get separated. I've had enough calling him his brother. I'm gonna give him a name. How about Seon? No. I'm not sure. You guys can name him in the comments. If you are watching the second part, you can name Tanjiro's brother, because I'm not sure he was given a name in the original anime. But yeah. Now, they would be fighting demons, and Tanjiro would have ran off too far, which would leave his brother lost. Now Tanjiro would, be worried now that he lost his brother, as he got too excited trying to fight the demons. And of course, Tanjiro's brother would have ran into the beast with multiple arms. Now Tanjiro would have killed other mediocre demons, and killed a demon who had a bladder. Now I will be explaining this fight, and then yeah, as Tanjiro would come across a demon with blood demon art, as this would be pretty weak. It wasn't that strong. It wasn't as strong as the lower moon, Rui, I think, and it was weaker than his blood demon art. Now Tanjiro would verse him, as he would have a pretty hard time slicing through the blood with water, but in the end he would be able to slice a demon's head off. The attacks Tanjiro would have used, seeing as he has 3 swords, which I forgot to mention, he carries 3 swords. So one's on his back, one's on his side, and one's on his other side. Actually no, 2's on his back and 1's on his side. So how in SAO, I'm not really a fan of the anime, But yeah, you know how they have two swords at the back? Tanjiro has that. As Tanjiro uses swords and would use I thought all three of his swords and say Suntory, 400-pound Phoenix, which would kill that demon instantly. Now we go to Tanjiro's brother, who is fighting the green monster with multiple arms.